the rage that I feel of all the different paths you could go down with Swain and the changes that you could do, the absolutely just naivety of these changes and balances for Swain is just absolutely mind-blowing to me. Just give Swain a 5 movement speed buff and I'd be happy with it. Give Swain just his mana regen back. Give Swain a revert from his new E to his old E. People will be happy. But taking away just completely making a AP ratio vanish on top of an okay amount of base damage on the passive, your Q is the first thing you max. And by level 9, there's going to be no change in the cooldown. The only thing that's going to be different is a 15 mana change. With how much damage in the game, a 15 mana change in late game team fights, you're not running out of mana anyways. It's just... It's sometimes nice when you're doing a solo lane Swain to have a little bit of... I can't even think straight. This is so terrible. This change is absolutely idiotic. It is not going to do anything to put Swain in a better spot. In fact, it's going to put him in a worse spot, in my opinion. More people are going to pick it up, maybe thinking that this is somehow a buff for Swain. The ban rate might go up, and it's just an absolutely terrible approach. Again, 5 movement speed buff would be happy. Just lowering, make Swain's Q what, 50 at every rank? That'd be nice. So you can actually play solo lane Swain and actually push out lanes without just being drained of mana after a couple of waves. I mean, the cooldown changes to the R are okay, but I mean, most people run Ultimate Hunter anyways, and you don't need to... the difference of the 120 to 80, there is nothing in these changes that make up for the takeaway of AP ratios and base damages out of his kit. He already doesn't really have that high of damage in comparison to a lot of mages and a lot of champions out there. To take this outdated kit and actually attack it further and somehow trying to think that this is a buff to the champion is just absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, I love playing Swain. I'll still play Swain if these changes go through, but this is just a absolutely terrible take, and I really, really hope this doesn't go through. It is just currently on the PBE right now, but Q being its first thing you're maxing anyways, everyone's pretty much taking Ultimate Hunter most of the time, and sometimes I take Conk with the Resolve secondary, and it doesn't even feel that bad. The cooldown reduction of the R is really not changing anything. How many Qs are you actually getting off in a fight where the mana change is going to make a difference in mid-game to late-game team fights? With how much damage and how many assassins are in the solo queue meta right now that just absolutely dumpster you and just can one-shot you? Taking away damage and being like, oh, if you would have lived for 20 seconds longer, you could have gotten off an extra Q or two. It's just... I know I'm rambling here, but this is just an absolutely terrible change. I really hope it doesn't go through. There are thousands of ways, a bunch of different suggestions that can really put Swain in a better spot, and they choose this. It's absolutely idiotic. This is my thought on the current changes. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded a couple videos, but I'm going to start back up soon. Just wanted to take a little bit of a break and just kind of reassess what kind of content I want to put out and get more excited about. So I'll wrap up my video, guys. If you have any questions for me, you can hit me up in the comments. And as always, take it easy.